I gamers and non-gamers, it is Original Man 2265, also known as Ven, and I'm sick, but we're gonna be ranking zombies map because I have no idea what to do with my time. So let's start at the top. Rave in the Redwoods. You see, my opinion on this map is I kind of liked it. It was a decent map. I'd say it had a good concept. Just I think it was poorly executed and being in the Infinite Warfare thing. So I'm gonna put it at D. Zombies in Spaceland. I really like this map, surprisingly. It's one of the ones I've enjoyed from Infinite Warfare, so I'm going to put it in A. A for now, we'll have a look at the end. Outbreak from Exo-Zombies. E. I don't like the map, boys. It's just... Exo's, like, infection... Isn't that Exo? That's bug F. The survivor missions are awful. They're bad. Carrier... E. Same as Outbreak. Descent F. Ancient Evil... Solid C. If it wasn't in the Black Ops 3... No, Black Ops 4... formula, I think the map would flow a lot better. But based on what I've seen, I don't like the map, boys. Dead than I... D. I think it's got the same issues as Rave in the Redwoods, where Rave was... I say Rave's better, by far. But Dead and Night, it's an interesting concept. I just don't think it was executed well, and the characters just aren't likable, in my opinion. Classified. Solid A. Mainly because I'm a fan of Fi. No, B. Okay, I'll move it to B. I'm a fan of 5 to begin with, so obviously I'm going to like this map a lot, but I think it's just, it flows well. Yes, it's on the bad engine, but I think it's not a complicated map, and that benefits it in the Black Ops 4 formula, in my opinion. Revelations A. As a gameplay, there's just a lot you can do in Revelations. You have the masks, you have the wonder weapons, you have the Apothicon Servant, Thunder Gun. It's just a fun map to play, but it's so easy. My only issue. Tortured Path. E. Not a fan of it. Just World War II Zombies in general, I'm not a fan of. So I'm gonna leave it in E. Blood of the Dead. E. I hate that map. It's Mob of the Dead, and they ruined it because they took out the afterlife is in the shield. Why is the afterlife in the shield? It just makes the map flow horribly because you've got to charge the key every time you want to do something. Yeah, it's got a good start point, and when you run up at the catwalk, that's cool. But the magma gat is just the acid gat. They nerfed the acid gat into the ground, and there was no point in doing that because you only used a magma gat. It's just, oh, what did they do to the map? What did they do to that map? 9. A. No. Yeah, that's a solid A. It's better than Revelations. 9 was the best start to Black Ops 4 it could have had, in my opinion, as a map. It was simple yet complex, and it flowed so well with the four sides of the perk machines. And its Easter egg was fairly fun. I enjoyed 9 a lot. It was my go-to map when Black Ops were released. Void F. Think of Blood of the Dead, but worse. Voyage of Despair was just a clusterfuck. It didn't flow well, it didn't look nice. The wonder weapon was garbage, and the Easter egg, what was the Easter egg? You have to align the planets. They had so many options, and they ruined it, in my opinion. God Crovey, B. No. A. I'm gonna move Revelations down to B. But God Crovey was a fun map for me. I think just the whole dynamic of it being in Stalingrad, PPSH was back, everything was hype about the map, and you've got it introduced time attacks, the weapons, the Raygun Mark III. It's just got a lot of stuff to it, which I personally enjoyed. Setsubo C. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. It's just sort of in the middle. Like, the map flows weirdly. You've got the planting stuff was a bit meh. The Easter egg can die. In my opinion, I hated the Easter egg. I liked the skull. It was just a mix and map, but it was so broken. Oh, the glitches when it first came out was awful to play with, and it'd be like that. The Eisendrache S. It's got to be an S. It's just so fun. With the bows and the upgrade step to the shield to the DG4, the map flowed well, played well. It's just such a fun map. Shadows of Evil, again, S. Loved that map. It brought so much to the table and was a great start to Black Ops 3 Zombies, despite most people, including me, not liking it at the start because hard, complicated, whatever. But it's grown on me so much. It's one of my favourite maps. Mob of the Dead. Now, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to put it in B. I know people are like, why not S? But it's just not... It's a good map, but I feel like it's been overhyped by the community for it to be this god map. But it's just not. I like the flow, I like the guns, I like the characters, I like the Afterlife system. I'm gonna move to A. A is a much better place, but it's just not S. It doesn't have the spark that made it an S map. There wasn't a lot to do once you got high round. Easter egg was meh. It was fun but easy. And I feel like Mob of the Dead is good, it's just not S level. Nuketown, my opinion, C. Nuketown was a basic map, as it was meant to be. Just shoot, buy perks, you know, classic zombies experience. Only issue was they just rehashed the multiplayer map, and I just don't think it was that good in my opinion. Especially when compared to maps like Blood of the Dead, which were so big in scale, yet executed poorly. Nuketown was small in scale, yet was executed to a decent level. Origins, oh boy, okay, B. I'm not a big fan of Origins, because I just don't like the map. But I mean, I don't have much to say, it's just... The map is great in terms of playing it, but it's just getting set up takes so long, and I just don't think it's worth the time considering... Depends on the version. Black Ops 2 version I think I like a lot more to the BO3 version, because having the aspect of PhD helps the map a lot in my opinion, because you can use stuff like the ray gun. But and the Panzers, oh, I hated the Panzer. He just... just grabs you from across the map and you're just finished. It's GG. Origins is a good map, just personally not one of my favourites. The Frozen.F, don't need to say more. Buried, C. It's better than Nuketown. I like the whole chalk mechanic and the trap mechanic in the witch's house. We could get a free perk. And the Paralyzer Raygun Mark II, it brought a lot to the table. I like Buried, it's a fun map. Dyrite, better than Rave, and I think it's better than Dead of the Night. In D. Dye-Rise, I had fun with the map. The Solidifier was cool, you had the scaffoldings and the whole skyscraper-esque aesthetic, which was nice. The elevator falling, it was a pretty fun map in my opinion, apart from those jumping... Anyone who played around, when you get to round 5, 6, the dog round, those little jumping fuckers can die. I hated them. Transit, C. No. C, and it's better than Nuketown and Buried. Because Transit as a concept is so good, where you have an adventure, but it was just, there's so many little problems that make it horrible for me. Like, you've got you have to go through so many processes. Like, you've got to get the power on, and then you've got to place the turbine by the power to get Pack-a-Punch, and it can get destroyed, and it's just annoying. And the jet gun was awful, but the map was a lot of fun when it came out. Granted, I'd much rather play at like town, farm, bus depot. I'm going to include that in with Transit because it's not on the list. Moon. Oh. Moon. Easy B. Easy B. Okay, let me change this. So, origin. Like that. Moon was one of the best endings we've had to zombies in Black Ops 1. Because the Earth blew up in Easter egg. The Easter egg was fun. You got the ending to the Black Ops 1 story with the MPD. The map's just fun as well. You got the little spaceman that follows you around, tries to grab you, takes your perks. It's just a fun map, which is why I think it belongs in B, because the amount of gameplay it brings, the new wonder weapons, and Space Dog. Corrupt. A. I absolutely love this map, and I know it's gonna get a lot of shit for putting it above Origins, but Verrückt was so fun for me. It introduced perks. On World at War, you had the MP40 trench gun. Black Ops 3, PPSH, Wonder Wasp, Ray Gun Mark II. It's just a fun map. It flows well. I like the asylum aesthetic. It was creepy when it came out. What else can I say? It's just a fun, good map. Shangri-La D. Shangri-La was a hard map, which I think is what gives it its merit. And the Magma Zombie and the Screamer Zombie, they just disrupt the flow of gameplay so much. And I know there's what options, but for me, I don't like that, because you're just trying to run about, and all we hear is, ah! And then you can't see. Or the Magma Zombie blows up, you're dead. If it blows up near you, GG, you're done. Kino. Oh, it's got to go in. I'm going to move Origins up, actually. Up to there. Kino. Yeah, Kino A. It's just a good starting map for Black Ops 1. It had a lot to do. A lot of fun to play, to start off with. It brought a good DLC for World at War and a good start to Black Ops 1. The map was simple, fun. It had no Easter egg, but the potential and magnitude it brought to zombies was insane. Like, you had the Syndicate 115 stuff that blew up zombies. And cap that, it just brought a good atmosphere to the map. I think the theatre fits the aesthetic. It just was a fun map. 5. I put Classified in B. I'm going to put 5 in C. My only issue with 5 is the goddamn Pentagon Thief. Like, is this guy just runs over, takes your shit, and then runs away. It's so it's so annoying. Yeah, I know this part of the map you can get a free perk if it happens. Yeah. It's just, it slows down gameplay for me, because you've got to have this whole round of trying to run away from this guy, and if you kill him, yeah, you get a free perk. It's all chill. And the Winter's Howl in Black Ops 1 5 was the worst gun I've ever used. It was so fun to use. It just sucked, and it made the map feel anticlimactic and just bad whenever I used it. Ascension B. Black Ops 1 better than the Black Ops 3 version, in my opinion. Only reason, PhD. You bought PhD off that top, you would dolphin dive off, you would have a great time. I used to just take my monkey rounds, the damn space monkeys, dolphin dive off the top, blow them up. I used to have so much fun. It would go in A if it wasn't for the fact that the B3 version got rid of PhD. Because I'm trying to bring all the maps into account. which is my only issue. Call of the Dead. One of my all-time favorites, but I'm gonna put it in D. Only reason why I'm putting it in D is because I know the map doesn't flow very well. The wonder weapons were bad, to put it bluntly. You had the scavenger, which was cool in concept, bad in execution, and the VR11, what was that? It was only used for co-op, and as a solo player, you can't do anything. George Romero was annoying in the map, which is why a lot of people don't like it. So I understand why a lot of people don't like it, but in my opinion, as a map, it's not that good. Just personally, I like playing it. Not. I'm gonna put it in D. Only because there's not a lot to do. It's so bare bones as a map that you can't do much with it. Credit to it being the first zombies map ever, so it makes sense. The Shadowed F. What? Oh no, that's Shi No Numa. Yikes. F. Devis. No, Darker Shore again. F. World War II Zombies. It was awful. Final Reich actually. Devis. S. It's iconic. I don't know what else people could say. It was just an iconic map to zombies, and it's something that everyone played to get high rounds, to have fun with friends. When Black Ops 3 started, Giant, if you had it, go-to map. Black Ops 1, when it got remastered, everyone played Devis. Only World at War, when it came out, everyone played Devis. It was such a fun map, and it's been remade so many times for that reason. It's so iconic to zombies that without Devis, zombies might not be as big as it was today. So for that reason, I'm putting it in S. Gruston House. I'm gonna put it E. Okay, I'm gonna be blooded at the top of E. It was just no. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it in D, above Noct, because it flowed like Noct did a lot. But it was just Noct, but with more things to do. Like, there was a Pack-a-Punch option, some perks. And despite being a World War II map, I had a lot of fun with Gruston House when I first unlocked it. Now the Final Reich. E. I'm gonna put it under Blood. Carrier, I'm gonna move there. The Final Reich wasn't that bad for a starting map, in my opinion. I had a lot of fun with it. It was a pretty dark map, and it helped show the feel of what World War Zombies was meant to be. Until they ruined it with DLC 3 and 4, but we didn't talk about it. It just, in my opinion, it was a fun map that provided a lot of gameplay options for people who were new to World War II Zombies, with a handbook that helped you guide through the Easter egg. Overall, it was a fun experience, which is why it's going in E. Beast from Beyond. D. Not much to it. Wasn't a fun map, wasn't a bad map. It was just kind of in the middle. It brought back the Extinction Aliens, which was a very good call from Infinity War to tie Extinction into the Infinite Warfare zombie story, which I liked a lot. Only reason why I'm not putting it higher, because I'm not including the super Easter egg as Beast from Beyond. Because Mephistopheles is S. It's S, because it's a super Easter egg. No zombies has had that, ever. You could argue Revelations, second Revelations ending. Shut up. Radioactive Fate F. Shi No Numa. B. No. But yeah, B. It was a lot of fun when it first came out. The whole swampy aesthetic was nice. I liked, especially in the World at War, how you had Peter McCain. It introduced our core 4 characters that would stay with us till Tug Them on Toten. And then that ending happened. If you're happy with it or not, that's not my place to say. Shaolin Shuffle. Where am I putting you? D. I only reason why I'm putting it in is because it was just this funny, stupid map. You could learn karate. It's just a meme of a map, and that's why I'm putting it in as high as it is, for the pure meme factor. Right, let's take a final look at this list. Anything I want to move? Blood of the Dead, I'm gonna move to quite a high D, because I've just been thinking about it, and I did play the map a lot. Beast from Beyond can go down to E. I need Zombies in Spaceland S. More I think about it, more Mob of the Dead deserves to be an S. Classified A. No. Classified back down to B. Moon A. Buried B. Second State B. Call of the Dead C. Anything else I think needs moving? Voyage E. Challenge of the... I'm content with this, in my opinion. So I'm gonna end this video here with my tier list. Feel free to debate in the comments and leave me ideas on what you want me to do in regards to zombies, and I'll see what I can do. Thank you guys for watching. I have been Venatus, and I'll see you in the next one.